Okay, my name's Richard Watson. I'm 60 years old. I was born in January 1952 in Strathroy, Ontario. My mother died when I was 3 or 4 years old in a car accident that I was in, well, all of us were in. And then my father remarried to a lady, a woman, and then he divorced her because she had abusive tendencies. And then my father, after he divorced her, remarried my mom that raised me from 9 years old on, and she was a beautiful, wonderful lady. I can't, oh, the door's open. I was going to say I can't open the door. Okay, this is, see, 2 dining rooms. This is the men's. Okay, and then we have our living room. We have a balcony out here. With the screen door, and it goes all the way the whole length. The men's bathroom. Got everything. I like the mirrors in this. Cool, eh? This is the ladies' dorm. But there's no ladies right here, so this old guy lives in this dorm. That's my bed there. And this is my little sleeping bag. It's how big that's good for 40 below. I ended up coming out to Vancouver, and I fell in love with BC. But my daughter was really upset at me.
What was she upset about?
Well, I was never there. I was never there when she was growing up. I never seen her, I never touched her, I never changed her diapers. I only saw pictures of her, never heard her voice, I never heard anything. She never heard anything from me. So I was trying to get back with her, and finally about 4 years ago, somewhere around there, I don't know exactly when it was, but I finally reconnected with her, and we started visiting and hanging out and doing things together, and developed a very strong relationship. But I kept my drinking, and I had an apartment in Vancouver for 3.5 years, and I drank the whole time I was there. And then she talked me into moving into her place in Langley, and that was a problem because I continued drinking, which I wasn't supposed to do. And then she got upset at me and told me, with tough love in her heart, either you quit the drinking or you don't see me and the children anymore. And I got mad and I left, and I finally realized that she loved me that much that she could actually say that to me. It took a lot of love to do that. The first time I remember getting really, really drunk was when I was 12 years old, and I had a blackout. I got so drunk I had a blackout. The drinking progresses, and it progressed from the time I was 12 to from once a month up until before I came here to every day. And if a person thinks that drinking every day isn't a problem, then they've got another thing coming. So it's a problem, and it's not easy for me to quit because I mean, 50 years, more than 50 years of drinking, you can't just quit overnight. It's not like it's like saying, okay, quit breathing. It doesn't happen that way. If I wanted to, that's what I did when I was young. Nowadays, I do it not because I want to, but because I have to. That is being powerless. I need to quit drinking for myself so that I can continue to see my grandchildren and my daughter and my kids. So that's what gave me the, I guess, the power to start looking for some place that's suitable for me, that I get to keep my freedom. I'll be able to do my true passions like painting, oil painting, and at the same time beat the alcohol. Oh, that's a better one. I might have to ask. And that would be terrible. Do you have paintbrushes? Little paintbrushes for
Yeah,
like...
for the artist, yeah.
Oh, wrong aisle. Good stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Perfect. Perfect. I go and I help Sandy downstairs because Shannon's gone now and can't help her, so I help Sandy quite often. Next time I do, what I should have done with this was I should have drew the flowers on.
Right.
And then I should have taken drywall putty,
Right.
mud, and mudded the stupid...
Cast.
Mudded where I was going to paint.
But you didn't.
No, I did not. I used to joke about it at times. I might have recognized it at the time subconsciously. I used to say, way back in my late 20s and early 30s, people would say, "You an alcoholic?" And I'd say, "No, alcoholics go to meetings. I don't. I'm just a drunk." The alcohol, yeah, it's affected my life quite a bit. It almost lost me my daughter after I got her back. It caused me to have paranoia, and it caused me to have depression, and it caused me to have anxiety attacks.
On this top row
Okay.
here, where the Thunderbird's gonna be, you had to paint it twice to fill the holes up because there's so many holes in it.
Yeah.
So you had to paint over it 2 times so the paint wouldn't suck into
Pillows.
it.
Pillows.
Pillows, okay.
Pillows.
Thank you.
But volunteering is helping somebody else. Helping somebody else helps yourself. So it's a win-win situation. Four years ago or whatever, when I first met my daughter and my grandchildren for the very first time, that's when I realized that no matter what, I wanted to get better, quit drinking.
This is not a regular rental agreement. You are covered under the tenancy. However, within this rental agreement, we identify your barriers, challenges you've had and still have, maybe, and we identify goals. But we are here to help. This is the way this place exists. Nobody comes here just for the shelter or rental agreement to do nothing. Everybody comes here for help. But those are the unique ones where we identify your short, long-term goals, and we identify your barriers.
This is kind of like, they're starting to do this in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Having a building, they got a nurse on site, and they got counselors on site, and it's just for people with...
Need a little bit of support.
Yeah.
And some need a lot.
Yeah.
Program objectives and...
Being here alleviates the stress of being an alcoholic. And in alleviating the stress of being an alcoholic, at the same time, it alleviates the guilt of being an alcoholic. And so now when I'm not stressed about it and I'm not feeling guilty about it, then it's a lot easier to combat because now I have 2 less things to worry about.
I can't sign it for you.
No.
Right there.
And just people say, what's your middle name? And I say Carl, and they start C-A-R. I say, no. Where do you get the C from? My mother was German.
You're official.
Thank you.
It's legal.
It's legal now. Finally.
Nice.
This is the last load. And when I came here to the Thunderbird, I discovered that in order to make this work, all they ask you to do is not beat the monkey on your back, just try to fight the monkey on your back, whatever your monkey is, whether it's drugs or alcohol. You just got to keep trying. Other places, they don't want you to do. You fall down and you're out. Put that up on top of the cupboards. And everything is like too strict, but here it's not. They're free, more freedom. And that's the kind of life I like, is a free life. That's my bed. When my father passed away, I got $15,000 inheritance. And I bought this computer, I bought my daughter a Mac. And then I took her out. We went to Victoria, stayed overnight in Victoria. And then I gave her the rest of the money. Sit here. She said, oh, I'll pay you back. I said, I don't want it back because then I'll just spend it on booze. I don't want it. Really like the rest of the people here. And they seem to like me, so I got a unit now, my own unit here, and I intend to stay here and fight this little monkey on my back. My number one goal, other than, and I'm going to leave my children and my grandchildren out of this, my number one goal is to paint all the mountains around Hope. And I don't mean go on the mountain and put paint all over the mountain. I'm talking about putting them on canvas. But I'm going to do 2 pictures of each mountain that I paint. One in the summer and one in the winter. And different angles of the mountains and stuff. Now I know a lot of people paint the mountains of hope and everything, but I'm going to call mine all the shades of hope. And the Thunderbird is going to be included in the shades of hope. You can look at the name of that in any way you want to. But there is a message in the name.